Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Miniart. It's a 1/35 scale kit which copies ZIS-2 and ZIS-3 with limber and crew, so it might be a good, let's say, base for the diorama project, especially considering the fact that it comes in 1/35 scale. And we have a commercial sample here, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review, so we are going to open it together and check what is actually supplied inside and why this might be a good choice for diorama builders. So first of all, we have a small sign here, 2-in-1. I guess it relates to the gun and also to the crew figures. And the overall box size is typical for Miniart. Here you can see comparison with my hand. We have quite descriptive box art, so here you can see what you actually get in this black box. And here on the side you can see some information about this kit, so we also have barcode and QR code. And on the opposite side you can see 4 marking options for this main gun, ZIS-2, ZIS-3. So you can replicate them, but obviously nobody stops you by these markings. Only you can find something in your sources and copy it with help of this plastic. So here is what we have inside. All sprues are packed into the same plastic bag. And here on the bottom we have assembly manual. So as usual, plastic bag is sealed, so I'm going to use scissors in order to open it. And in my opinion, it's a really good thing that Miniart tries to produce more of these diorama kits, because not all modelers, let's say, want to spend time searching for some extra figures which will be suitable with particular topic. They want to get everything in one box, and that actually helps them to avoid any unnecessary time wasting and get everything in one spot. So, first of all, on the top of the box we had a Decals sheet, so we are going to zoom in and check it closer. Here you can see that it comes from Decograph. Maybe we can zoom in even closer. And printing quality is really nice, so there is nothing to complain about, and in my opinion it should be easy to apply all these tiny symbols, and it's really good that they're included out of the box, so it means you won't have to waste your time trying to find some reference material in order to understand which symbols should be placed where. And next we continue with a small envelope. Here we have a Miniart logo, so I'm going to open it, and of course it's easy to understand that inside we get a small PE thread. It's unpainted PE thread. As you can see, we have various parts for main gun. And they will be handy because they will add some fine features, and in 1/35 scale it will be noticeable. Next we start with gray plastic sprues, so we zoom out. And here we have 2 identical plastic frames. So I will show you only one because there is no need to show the same stuff again and again. We can agree on this. So here we have wheels for the main gun, and they are separated into several circles. We also have separate wheel rims. And as you can guess, these are tires, and everything looks nice, and obviously such design is way better than typical vinyl parts. You can see that we have some molded in features on the tire walls. That's also a cool thing. And of course we have some guiding elements inside which will help you with the proper alignment of these circles together. And here you can see these wheel rims. Everything looks cool. Attachment points are thin enough in order to carefully separate these parts, so I don't think anything will be causing some difficulties to you. Next we continue with another plastic sprue. So this one will be useful for limber, because as you can see we have separate panels which will have to be glued together. A lot of small pieces, so be careful while working with them. Here you can see comparison with my fingertip, they're really small. So let's zoom in, and here you can see these separate panels, so everything looks nice. But amount of small parts looks really crazy, and here I would rather recommend to use tweezers in all cases. Do not try to apply these parts with bare fingers, because you might end up with losing these parts or maybe breaking them, and I'm not sure what is better in this case. Next we start with some equipment for figures. So here you can see helmets and also shovels and water flasks, grenades, and all this stuff comes as a standard thing, so it will be useful for diorama purposes, but obviously you won't be using everything at once, so you can leave some for your next projects. Next we have small sprue with rifles. Again, rifles are molded as a single piece parts, which is really good thing because it will be easy to separate them, and maybe you can even paint them on this sprue and then just cut them off and fix the left marks from the attachment points. Next we go on with the PPSH machine gun. So here it is. Again, the whole, let's say, body of the gun is molded as a single piece part. We only have the magazine molded separately, but it's not, I would say, an issue. It's more or less logical thing, which I would rather expect from such item. Next we have more equipment. Here we have pistols and also various pouches. So all of them can be used with the figures which are provided in today's set. Next we go on with 4 identical plastic frames. So I will show you only one because obviously they carry the same set of parts and they are dedicated to ammo boxes. So here we have parts for boxes and ammo as well. So as you can see, we even have the used rounds here, which is also handy for diorama purposes. And these wooden panels, they have some wood texture on them, so it's also quite important feature which will be valued by some modders. Let's flip it over. Here inside you can see that we also have wooden texture from the opposite side as well. Okay, so that's the box parts. Next we continue with parts for the ZIS gun itself. So here it is, and here you can notice that again we have more road wheels. We even have the main armor plate or front shield, let's say. We have some parts for the main gun which should be glued out of 2 halves, and it should be really detailed, but again you have to work with I would say impressive amount of parts, so be ready for that. And here you can check these parts from the opposite side. Okay, next we have one more plastic sprue, and basically from what I can see, no, it's not exactly the same, because as you can see here we have slightly different rear legs which will be used as a counterparts, and we have also road wheel, another one here, again another armor shield type. So it will be interesting to see how it is used. I guess it depends on whether you choose ZIS-2 or ZIS-3 gun, and then you will be choosing the armor shield version. And last gray plastic sprue is dedicated to figure parts. So here you can see them. It's a typical 1/35 scale parts design, so it means one piece torso and separate legs, hands and hands. And we can zoom in so that you can see what we have here. So molding quality looks clean enough in order to have these parts ready to be used out of the box. And we even have some accessories or equipment also included on this frame, which is rather surprising. So Miniart decided not to, let's say, stop at the equipment we saw before and give us even more. So we even have the assembly manual for all this stuff. It is printed in separate brochure and it's cover printed. Here we have parts map. Assembly process starts with the main gun, obviously. As you can see, rear legs will have to be glued out of 2 halves. You will have to work with P parts straight away, so be ready for that. Next we continue with assembly of the main armor shield, and also we assemble the ammo stowage boxes, and as you can see here, road wheels. And I'm not sure where is the separation. So here you can see the lumber, but there is no clear separation whether you would like to build ZIS-2 or ZIS-3. I guess it all depends with this A and B versions. Yeah, here you can see that A and B, the small red markings, they actually designate whether it's ZIS-2 or ZIS-3. Here we continue with the limber, as I said before, and also we continue with weapons. So there are several steps to do with them as well. As you can see, these straps are provided in form of P parts, and here on the last page we have marking guide for figures, main gun, and of course for the ammo as well. So this kit should be already available. You can get it in Modelimex webshop. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, do not forget to press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!